Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, Lovin Keto, Ron's weight loss journey. And I'm Ron. If you're new, welcome. And if you're a returning member, welcome back. If you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to the channel? It helps other people know when I post videos like this one. And before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey. And hopefully you'll have a successful journey like I'm having. Well, here we are in week 123, keto results, and today's topic is your health really needs to come first, and boy, do I really mean that. So this past week, I've been having experiencing some dry skin issues, and the back side of my right heel is so bad, and it's so dry and cracked, and at some points it actually bleeds, and I don't know what's causing that. But I've sent out for some stockings that have some healing lotion on the back side of them, so hopefully that'll help. The other solution that I have is the old-fashioned remedy, which is cornstarch, and I've been putting it, seem to be helping it, but the foot is still dry. It's also recommended that at nighttime you can use some type of Vaseline, and so that the chance to work itself in, and you can also do some baking soda, and put your feet, soak your feet for a little while in some type of a bucket or a pail. And then the other solution is that when I went to the doctor this past week, I actually got something for that, and I can't find a prescription. Dummy me. So I went back to the pharmacy, and they had to override the prescription because I'm not supposed to get a prescription for that for every so many days. So they hopefully it'll be ready today, and I can go pick it up today and start putting that on my foot and healing it. But my foot when I'm walking sometimes is so bad. It feels like I'm stepping on a razor knife, and yeah. So you got to really be careful with your health, and if you got issues like that going on, let me know if you in the comment section below, and to show more whether or not you have any issues like that with your feet being dry and cracked like that, like I do. My skin has always been really dry for some reason, but I'm thinking that it probably could be because I don't drink enough water, and that's probably maybe my solution to the problem. But I did research a lot of things with, detoxing my body, getting some the bad junk out of it with beet juice and all that stuff like that. I did this past week. I went down to Walmart and I bought a thing of beet juice, and I tried a couple of sips out of it. I couldn't hack it. It was so gross. I just threw out the rest of it, and I go, I can't hack that. So if you're doing beet juice for juicing and stuff like that, and you can handle it, God bless you, because I can't do that. I gotta, something's gotta taste good to me in order for me to be able to drink it, even though there's a lot of health benefits in it. But there are other solutions to the beet juice benefit there, and they have other options. They can get it in the form of pills and powder. So I may try the pill first to see if it'll help me at all. It's just that I'm trying to cleanse my body is what I'm trying to say. So here we are on week 123, and I didn't lose any weight this week, needless to say. I stayed about the same. I've been staying about the same all year long. I had my weight down as low as 203 pounds at one point. There's actually 2 times this past year. And I kind of plateaued out. So, I mean, I'm really ecstatic about where I am right now with my weight. I'm not disappointed. I've had a lot of depression in me this past year. Yeah, it's been good. So what did we do this past week? Oh, we celebrated Christmas. I hope you guys had a nice Christmas this past year. We certainly did. My sister came over, had a nice visit with us. We had a holiday ham, and I kept it simple for myself, and I didn't overindulge, and that's what we had this year. And also my wife bought me a food processor this year for Christmas. It's a Cuisinart. Anyways, I got a photograph above the timeline, and it's a 14 quart, I believe. So it is quite big, and it's 720 watts. And what happened was I had a KitchenAid. I had a small processor. The handle on it broke, and then I was still able to use it, and then the motor eventually died on me, and so this one over here is a little more powerful than that one, obviously, and it should give me years and years of enjoyment. It's got 3 processing blades. It's got a blade that do the kneading, so when I'm kneading dough for low carb, it'll be able to do that and keep up with it. And I also has a grater, a blade for grating, shredding, and a blade for fine. So like if you wanted to make a scalloped potato out of shallots or say turnip, for instance, even, and the hopper's much bigger, so I can get a bigger vegetable in there. So I can start making some good low-carb meals going forward for next year and beyond. So I'm really happy, really excited, and I got a couple of mini dashes that my wife bought me. One was a snowman and one was a Christmas tree, I believe. I got that photograph above the timeline, and she bought me some clothes. Obviously they didn't fit, they were too small, and even though the two shirts that she bought me, two flannels, it did fit me, but just a little bit tight, and I like to wear my clothes loose, and so I'm going to send them back. And the pair of pants she got me was a straight fit, and I like the classic fit because the classic fit, the Hager brand that I wear, it fits me better. So today we're sending those back today at Kohl's, and I already ordered 2 pairs of pants for replacement for the proper pants size. There was a buy one to get the other one off at half price. So when I get those in, I'll have those hemmed up, and I'll be good to go with pants. And coming in probably around February or March, we are going to do a complete closet purge, and we're going to be getting rid of all my shirts and just keeping exactly what I want. And so we got a lot of things going on. We're going to do Derek's Walking Challenge. We have one more holiday to contend with, New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. Wife and I go out, we celebrate by having Chinese food, and I just keep it simple. I do indulge a little bit with it, and then after that I'm good to go the rest of the year. And then of course in January we have 2 functions to deal with, so I got to be very vigilant on what I'm going to be eating those days. We have 2 birthday parties to contend with. On the 22nd, my friend Rocco has a birthday party that we were invited to. He will be 90 years old, and that's kind of special. And then so that'll be at the one of the major hotels here in our city, and it'll probably be a late night event, like around 7 o'clock or something like that. And I'll just keep it simple. What I'll have to eat, maybe I'll just have like a light salad or something like that. And then the next day, the 23rd, was my wife's birthday. So, and then my sister gave me a couple of gift cards for Longhorns, and so I could go down there and get a nice steak with I won't get the baked potato, but what I'll wind up doing is getting the asparagus or some Brussels sprouts or something like that, or broccoli. And, and that'll be a good treat for Donna and I. And so that's all we got going on. And so our next video will be the update on the yearly video with some measurements and all that stuff there. And then, I forgot to tell you my weight this morning. So I weighed in this morning at 220 pounds. I think I gained about a pound, maybe 2 pounds. It's not that bad. So like I said, I don't gloat about it. We don't have any pity parties here. We just move on to the next moment and the next day. And we take one day as the good Lord gives it to me. And and then Saturday night, Donna and I went to the St. Cecilia's Parish Mass, and they took a nice photograph of the outside the parish at nighttime, and so it was about 6 o'clock. And then after the Mass had gotten done, the priest said they had a manger setting up on the altar, behind the altar, and the priest gave everybody permission to go up there and take photographs of it. So after everybody cleared out of there, I took a couple of some really nice photographs, and then I asked the priest if I could go up on the balcony and grab some photographs up the above. So he said, yeah, no problem. So, and then I was talking to the couple of organists. They wanted me to grab a photograph of the organ, that plays music, and so we did that. And I have photographs of all these above the timeline, and that's where I go to bingo on Friday nights with my wife. We did have bingo this past Friday. We had some inclement weather that came in, so she had a really small crowd, 134, but she didn't cancel. And, my wife won a little bit of money, and so that really helped out, and she gave me half, and I gave her half. And, typically when my wife wins a bingo, when she hits something good like 500, we'll split it and get $250 each, and we put it in towards the household, and I do what I want with my money. She does what she wants with her money. That's how we've always done it. And because when we go to bingo, I do the charity, and she does that. she plays, and then it gives us a night out, and it's something we've done over the years, and we both enjoy it. We're with friends and family sometimes when they come, so I really enjoy it, and I enjoy volunteering. Now Saturday night at midnight, Steve and Robin from the Christian Life Center asked me if I wanted to go over to the manger area in the lower common area, and they say a prayer, and then they put a small baby Jesus, like a doll, inside the manger, and then he says a few prayers. Well, it was cold. It was like 9 degrees, and it was a wind chill factor of like 10 degrees below zero because it was gusty. and I guess they were about quarter of midnight, and I was like, where the heck is everybody? So they finally showed up, and there was only, there was normally about 30 or 40 people that go there and that watch that, and Steve is the pastor of the parish, and he was singing some prayers and stuff like that, and some Christmas tunes before they laid down the baby Jesus with a nice prayer. He was being comical a little bit, but it was cold, and it goes, we only had about 4 or 5 people that showed up, and they got a photograph above the timeline too. But I really enjoy what I do, and I really enjoy helping the city out and stuff like that, and it's still going to continue going forward. I'm still a member of the Emergency Management Center. We have a training video coming up in the middle part of January. They want me to do a CPR class training video. I'm not going to actually conduct a video, but I'm going to film the video. And the girl that's going to be presenting it, it's just to have it in their archives. So when somebody wants to know how to do CPR and stuff like that, they'll have the video will be a professional, high quality video. So that's what I do, and I take photography and video of anything, weddings, functions, and all that stuff like that. So I'm available for hire for that. I'm working on getting my own professional video camera later on. I do have one, and I can always get the studio camera. And I have my own camera, but to be honest with you guys, I believe the mobile cameras and the Androids, they take better video than the cameras that I bought. I spent $600 for a small camera, and I'm planning on picking up a couple of them at around $1,400-1,500 each this coming year. And so I'm looking for a part-time job, a full-time job. I did turn down, the school committee called me up, and they wanted me to do a cross guard. And here was the deal that said it only pays 2 hours, and it's for an hour in the morning and an hour in the afternoon. Well, the hour in the afternoon, I want to get done to about 5:30 in the afternoon, and it's too late for me, especially on Fridays, because I love going to being early on Fridays and setting up and everything. So that wouldn't be an option. And then every other week, my wife and I have appointments that I have to keep. So, and those take about 3 hours in the afternoon. And that's the only hang up I have about that. And but at 2 hours a day that only pay $15 an hour or whatever the minimum wage is not going to wet my whistle. I'm looking for something a little more steadier and a little more hours than just 2 hours a day. Something for about 3 or 4 hours a day, and actually 4 or 6 hours a day would be even better, or even 8 hours a day. And I would consider even going back to work full time. I'm retired now, and when I called up Social Security, they told me I could earn up to $50,000 a year plus my regular income for Social Security, and I don't have to worry about being penalized since I'm on full retirement now. So that's what I'm planning on doing next year. Now I did get another possible job, an offer, but it's for like in 2 or 3 towns over, and it's third shift, and I don't know if I can hack third shift again, but I'm going to talk to the guy about it and see what happens. But it does pay quite a substantial lot, but my rent would go up big time if I took that job. But, since I'm not really sure about it, I'll worry about it then if I decide to take that. But that might be kind of rough on me working third shift and working in the healthcare profession. And I don't want to, if I got to wear a mask all night long, an 8-hour shift, I don't know if I can deal with that. And I don't know if I want to deal with that. But my better option is I'm trying to get something in one of the stores. I don't want to do it like a convenience store type deal, but, something like a Home Depot or even a grocery store, like something like I had before. But, these are some of the things I'm thinking of for next year, and of course continue on with the photography and the video and the walking adventures. And I think I only went out like 1 or 2 days this week walking because it was just plain too stinking cold. But coming forward in January, no excuses. We're going to get out there the best we can every day. Derek's Walking Challenge, the goal is for the month of January 2023. we're going to try to push out for 50 miles, and I'm always trying to get that 100-mile challenge, and I got no more pain in my right side and my hip area, but I've been experiencing a lot of pain in my left side, but not so much when I'm walking, just when I'm lifting it up at certain angles and stuff like that. So in January 20th also we have an appointment to have my hip taken a look at with the orthopedic surgeon over there in Leominster, and then if he does whatever they tell me I need to do, which would probably be one hip replacement like I had the other hip. It'll be probably done up in Worcester. I'm not going to Boston this time, and or even Leominster if they want to operate on it in Leominster. But I need to get it done because after having the right hip done, I realized that I waited way too long for the right hip, and then I should be good to go. But let me know if you guys have any problems with your heels or your skin being really, really dry, because I got a lot of dried skin and I got a lot of scar wounds on my skin area from scratching over the years. But I've been finding some different lotions that have been working. My wife, she's in her 70s, and she really looks like she's in her 40s, and she's got beautiful skin. She's not aging like you would think a person ages. She does take care of herself. She drinks like about 3 or 4 16-ounce bottles of water every day, and of course she doesn't do coffee, and she will have a tea once in a while or hot chocolate. And she doesn't do keto, but I noticed since I've been on the ketogenic lifestyle for the last 2 years, she's lost a lot of weight. You know, she will go walking with me a lot, not always, but I'm just really proud of her too. You know, and I'm very blessed to have her. Donna and I have been together for 42 plus years now, and we got married in '91, but you know, we've been together since the low '80s, late '70s, and you know, we lived together for a while, and then we decided just to get married, and we've been together ever since. But yeah, and everything's been good. I'm going to continue making some keto meals and some broccoli crust pizzas, and I saw another YouTuber do some chicken crust recipes that I want to try again, and carrot crust pizza recipe. That sounded pretty interesting. And anyways, these are some things I can do now with the new food processor. So anyways, I guess that's all I got to say this week. But you know, if you're struggling, just try to you know, just deal with it best you can, and you know, don't give up, because I'm certainly not giving up. I weighed 220 pounds this morning, and my goal has always been 180, and next year is going to be the year, and I'm going to do in 2 more videos. I'm going to do one video how to restart your ketogenic lifestyle, and we'll talk about all that, and I'm planning on doing a live video with Daniella Joy, and maybe 1 or 2 YouTubers if they want to join us, and coming up in January. And I'm almost thinking about doing a live video feed for a change, a YouTube live, because I've never done one before. So let me know if you guys might be interested in that. But anyways, this is Ron. Hope you have a great week, great day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Love you guys. Stay safe and stay healthy. And talk to you later.